Hi friends, so in this video I'm going to talk about GRE examination. So how hard it is. So some of the things which you need to know. So I'm talking about 10 to 11 very important things about the GRE examination, when you can take it, and some things which can change your life as well. So now how hard is this examination? 340 marks examination. People say that 320 is good. So let's talk about first 300. So can we just score 300? Answer is it's very easy to achieve that with a minimum level of preparation, and especially when you invest in the GRE self-prep courses, online courses and all. So it's very easy. Remember that the average score falls somewhere between 150 to 152 per section, and 3 to 5 for the writing. And so yes, 300 is a perfectly average score, and you can do much better than that as well. So don't worry about that. Okay, so now this will 300 reaching within 3 to 4 weeks of preparation is nice. So now how hard is GRE compared to ACT or SAT? Now remember that on an average GRE is slightly more difficult than ACT and SAT, simply because it used the grad school application. And the good thing is that the GRE is computer based test, and that's helpful, and the most of the students prefer clicking than to write on a piece of paper nowadays. So another good thing about the GRE examination is administered in every 21 days. So if you fail, or if you don't try to crack, if you miss out the examination, if something comes in, if your girlfriend or boyfriend asks you to go for a party, so then you can still go for it. Okay, so you can easily retake the examination and get a better score, and the only disadvantage is the cost. So it's around 15,000 rupees in Indian currency, so sometimes it gets fluctuated. It's really difficult to convert your now regarding the comparison, so it's really difficult to convert your SAT or SAT or ACT, ACT and SAT. Okay, the score in GRE score, simply because of the tests are quite different, and but on an average, with respect to math sections are even a bit more difficult than the SAT or the GRE. Okay, when ACT or SAT focuses on the knowledge, GRE is about logic and reasoning mostly. Okay, now how long it takes, the third question comes in, to properly prepare for the GRE. So it takes around 3 to 4 months of preparation. If you just learn 10 new words a day, you will master 1200 new words within this span of 4 months as well. Okay, now one thing working on your favor is that GRE is a multiple choice question, which we know, and you're also free to skip the difficult questions and answer them late. And here's an example of the you remember that there's a review section. Review screen will come, you can manage via that. I will show it in the next video. Then how is the GRE writing section, if we just talk about it? So remember that GRE writing section, it all depends on your writing skill. This is a relatively harder part. Most students average around 3 to 5 in this part, and that shouldn't be much more intimidating to you. And you will have to face two separate 30-minute tasks. So that one is analyze an issue, and the second one is analyze an argument. So the best way to prepare for this is to find few sample tasks, tackle them within the 30-minute span, and show your essay to the teacher and the colleagues, whoever you have with, if you're working. So it's hard to look objectively at your own writing. Remember, and another challenge is that you will have to write on a computer, so your need for enhancement of your speed is very high. So next one would be that time, a major difficulty factor in the GRE. So GRE tests speed are more than anything else. So there are two verbal sections, so verbal reasoning sections, 30 minutes each, and two quant sections, 35 minutes each. So this means that you will need to learn how to adapt to your speed and answer questions in the lightning speed. So with only 1 minute 45 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds to 1 minute 45 seconds, you will have to make fast decisions and know when to drop a question if you truly don't know the answer. So the only way to overcome this challenge is to time yourself every time. Just time yourself. Okay, so how hard are maths and physics subjects are in the GRE? So remember that you will need to score around 160 plus in the quant section, and the instances you will be able to get it by you'll be able to get it by around 155 as well. And if you are coming from a STEM background, so you'll find the questions are relatively easy to tackle. Back in high school, when math skills shouldn't be enough to deal with the most of them, the only issue is the time constraint. Remember that there are two 35-minute question sections with 20 questions each. So that's why you need to be fast. That's it. Okay. Math skills required for GRE, if you just ask me, so it's like number properties, rates and averages, ratio and proportions, there's algebra, there is percents, there is data analysis, function, system of equations, there is plane geometry, there is data tables, graphs, there will be basic statistics. That's it guys. And now, as a vocabulary, a must have if you want a high GRE score. So for example, if I say you sedulous, if I say infringe, if I say acrimonious, if I say teetotaler, so this kind of words, so your vocabulary can be a problem for you because you simply can't go around it. And if you don't know the words you are asked in a definition, you're absolutely stuck. So the only thing you can do is guess, which is not the best strategy for a very high score in a GRE examination. So allow some adequate time to learn your words and keep that confidence. So it's not impossible that you will. So there will be a possibility that that words that come will fall into this categorization. So the high amount of vocabulary you need to master is especially intimidating, and if you are not a native English speaker. Okay, so if you need to work on it, you can see it, websites are there, and I will send some of the links on this as well. And the last step on this is another difficulty factor is tricky wording of the question. So understanding the question before answering is a major skill required for successfully passing the GRE, and especially in the quant section, some of the questions will require logic, reasoning, which doesn't come very easy. Okay, so just take your shot and go for it and make me and your parents proud.